I'm very curious. There we go. Hey, we're live. Hopefully, everything's good. I've got a thing here for that. If it is hard to hear anything, just let me know. Nobody's here right now, but we're just doing some co-working right now. It's fine. Just kind of see what I can accomplish whilst relaxing to some music. If folks want to join in any conversation, ask about what's going on, talk about what they're doing, I'd love to hear that. Just a nice little chill stream here. You lost the game again, the people 974? I also just lost the game. This is such a coincidence. Hopefully your evening's going well. Just hopping on and doing a little co-working session, I guess. Chill session. Listening to some music. Showing off my little social media bridge app that is playing in the middle right now. And yeah, it's just a nice relaxing evening. So hopefully yours is going well. Aside from losing the game, that's always unfortunate. I had just implemented a Spotify widget on my my streaming this way. There it is. Up here on the tiki-takis, down there on ish and on directions. There we go. Way down there for the other stuff. It's working out well. I like it. If it's not legible, I would love feedback. But it seems to be working out nicely. I like the transitions that it's given off. And then I can control everything through my social bridge with volume and whatnot. I'm not going to turn the volume up because then I will not be able to hear myself. But this is a fun little experiment for me right now. I'm just kind of looking through things on the code on the back end, just relaxing, trying to take care of some stuff. We got some random stuff going on. We got co-working. There we go. It's not too bad. I do have to get to, where's my other stuff here? There we go. And this I have to fix over here as well. And back on. There we go. Everything should be fine there as well. So I'm trying to think about what I can accomplish next. I just got Spotify up and running on my app, and now I am attempting to see if there's any leftover bits that I really need to kind of hit out on it. Let's see. Right now, if nothing's playing, I think the app just goes completely blank. I haven't tested that yet. I do like this song though. I like the music right now, so I'm not really wanting to go ahead and pause it. But I certainly can. You can see I can control things from here. I wonder, is this live still broken? Yeah, it really is, but that's okay. I do have my live dashboard working though. That's always nice. I do have my upcoming streams coming out, the ones that are actually planned and scheduled. Those ones are going to be really nice. And the stream channels is looking really nice as well. And again, I just got this Spotify player implemented today. It wasn't too terribly. It was like some late calls to the API with an HTML page, setting it up and everything. So not too shabby. I think I'll hold off on any other alterations. I like it enough right now. So for now, I think I'm just going to kind of leave it and see what else I can kind of brainstorm. I don't know if I want to archive my design document yet, though. Else, I know I gotta do Tumblr integration sometime soon. There are some YouTube improvements that I need to do as well, so I can hook into that a little bit more seamlessly. Right now it does do, when I pull a video on demand from my stream, it does auto pull it when I'm done streaming, and it auto uploads to YouTube for me. There are some improvements though. It's not getting it to the right channel, I guess you could say, in there. So when I play like Hightail or tomorrow I'll be playing Crimson Desert, it doesn't auto set the game for me. I do have to fix that. I'm gonna have to try to figure that out when I have a little bit more brain space. I'm very curious. What do we got in here? Yeah, this is just all kind of showcasing the older stuff out here since I started the app. The podcast history. Yeah, that was just a test of the One Shot podcast. So we'll see how that goes. Just got to respond here one moment. There we go. I'm just curious why this is still not working over here. So hopefully those that are joining in are enjoying the music. We're just chilling for a bit. Let's get that back up. We'll see if that even shows up after a while. That's fine for now. Get the now playing back up and running. Kind of debating though adding like a minimized player on the other pages when music is playing, so I can control it from any page I'm on. I might have to design that later. That's fine. Okay, back to my mini follow-up things that I need to improve. So I think I'm just going to get my list of things that I need to fix on this thing a little bit more robust. And now it's finally connected to TikTok chat. Okay. I do need to get TikTok integration in here, but I need a good TikTok mockup before I can do that. And then at that point, I will be able to fully utilize some cool stuff with TikTok, doing some automation for posting to like Blue Sky and whatever whenever I post clips on TikTok and stuff like that, so it can funnel people to TikTok and whatnot there. I think that would be really neat. Getting access to the videos, the backup videos for the lives that I do for the TikTok would be nice, because then I can pull those in automatically. And then make clips from those very easily. Okay. I think I can probably, let me see if I can get this one going here. And this is supposed to be royalty-free music. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm trusting Spotify here. Does have lyrics, which I'm kind of digging, but I was hoping for lyric free. Turn the sound down slightly so I can think a little bit better. If that is too quiet, definitely let me know. Okay. Can you play Over the Horizon by Samsung? That's a very good question. Is it copyright enabled? I don't know if I'm able to play copyright stuff on here. Is there supposed to be, it's out there. Let me take a look. Over the Horizon by Samsung. Mr. Unknown Potato? And Samsung. There's a 2013 version. 2 minutes 55 seconds. A 4 minute and 28-second version. Which has a lot more listens. I think this is the 4 minute and 28-second one that I found. Well, let's see what it sounds like. This is nice. The 2018 one. 2013. Let's see. Very piano forward. It's very upbeat. This is still my... Oh, on the Samsung phones. Yeah, I do not know. Over the Horizon. Oh yeah. I'm always up for book recommendations. So what do you got? Backyard Starship. What's that all about? $30 books. That is a wild amount of books in a series. What do we got? 32 primary works, 37 total works. Interesting. It's kind of looking at the Goodreads page right now. Starship, not of this world, under the old barn. Oh, that's cool. Hmm. That sounds interesting. Skyward. Oh, Brandon Sanderson? Huh. That is definitely going to be on my radar. Very big fan of Brandon Sanderson's work. Gosh, I wonder if I still have that iPod Touch. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because, like, you know, the old MP3 players aren't going to get you any extra information or whatever. I'm sure somebody could hack them like people used to hack the TI-83 and 85 calculators and whatnot to do all sorts of weird things. But, like, you know, you still got to pre-program everything. What's kind of funny is people will spend a lot of effort programming in the answers into these devices and whatnot, to not have to worry about any of that, uh, and then they're learning as they're programming the answers in there anyway. Or it's like writing super tiny on an index card, all your little, like, you get one index card worth of notes. But the whole process of writing your notes on an index card for your tests gets it in your brain, so you really don't need the notes after you've done that. GCH. Gosh, I couldn't even begin. Could not even begin to guess. Games, cheats, hacks. Oh, that's cool. For some reason, that reminds me of gosh, it was way back. I even want to think it was like late 90s. OC Remix, the Overclock Remix MP3 site that had like user created MP3 remixes of video game music and whatnot. Gosh, that brings me back ages. I would set it to download a whole bunch of those overnight on my 56K dial-up, and then have a whole new block of MP3 video game free to download music ready and waiting. I really should find my. I don't know if I have a backup of all of that music. I think it's all on my Jazz Drive magnetic tape discs, and I don't know where my Jazz Drive reader is. I've moved twice since then, and no idea where it went to. Favorite N64 game? I mean, Ocarina of Time was pretty great. Underrated one was Castlevania 64. Smash Brothers is definitely way up there. I mean, Perfect Dark was pretty fantastic. GoldenEye, of course, was definitely way up there. Wonderfully ahead of its time. I think those are probably my top N64 games, honestly. Least favorite coding language? It used to be like straight up Java. But I'm enjoying Java Spring Boot very much so for work. And then on top of that, I've really been enjoying Python as well. But my least favorite probably has to harken back to either C or maybe even C sharp. I wasn't terribly unfond of C++. C sharp definitely made me dislike it more than C++ ever did. And I can't be mad at assembly. Like, for a like base level programming language, it was a bridge between binary and actual robust programming languages. Yeah, well, yeah. Assembly was like the first big like step above binary coding, effectively, right? It was the whole like you're at the machine level. You're at the level where it's trying to get you to interface with the computer system more directly. Like you have to do all the memory allocations yourself and all that sort of stuff. If I remember correctly, most of the modern languages just push themselves and compile themselves into assembly that communicates directly with your processor and whatnot. That might have changed since my college days, but like it's got to be close to what it was. Everything turns into bits anyway nowadays. Do you do any JavaScript on there or anything else that hooks it into be a little bit dynamic or anything? I think I'm stuck on this station here. So I'm gonna hop back to royalty-free Synthwave back here. I did do JavaScript and C for like coloring, graphic design. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, this app that I designed is mostly HTML. It's like I've got HTML templates, and then the templates also have JavaScript baked into them, and then that JavaScript pulls from the Python backend, and the Python backend is what calls all the APIs to everything that I'm working with, and then dynamically displays everything by creating HTML on the app itself. So this also works and runs perfectly in a web browser. I just prefer the standalone app because it feels cooler, I guess. But yeah, I love HTML, and especially like the later versions of HTML that we're in right now. I think it's like 5. Very powerful for what used to be the GeoCities era of the 90s. Oh yeah, Wix. I wasn't too like impressed with Wix. Like, I want control over my HTML, which is why like I've got a couple pages out there that I really I don't didn't have the time to like pull together the pages or anything like that. So like my podcast webpage goes through Squarespace. We did a lot of customization, a lot of hooking in to the with like gosh, what was it? There's like some styling hooks that you can throw onto each page. So there's a lot of customization in the actual pages itself, but it's still utilizing a template, right? And then for my personal website, I used, what was it? I think it was just the, gosh, why can't I think of the name of things anymore? WordPress. Just the free WordPress thing, because I just needed a place to have like a landing page of like where to contact me and like my social medias and all that. And I didn't really want to use like you know, the linking sites. There's a few of them out there. So I just made my own effectively. And that's very restrictive as well. And then I needed a website for this Social Bridge app just so I could appease TikTok when I go and apply for TikTok API access. And I found out that it's really hard to just host an HTML website anywhere. So I found NeoCities, which cracked me up, that it's basically GeoCities but modern, and created the site on there. And I'm like, what? This is good enough. I don't need to worry too much. I can just drop my HTML files right in there. It's very basic. It showcases like what the app's all about, and I'm like, that's all I need. It's got terms of service. It's got like a privacy policy thing on there. It's only a local app right now. I'm not letting people utilize it because it's still very much in its infancy. Oh, Cloudflare. That is a potential alternative. If this thing ever becomes like anything where like I'm letting people you know, download it and use it and hook in, and now I have to upgrade my API access for the app and create a server or something. I don't know how that works yet. But like if it gets to the point where other people get their hands on it and it's not just running on my local machine, I think I will look into like actual website space. For now, I'm just kind of hosting like my own accounts, and then the podcasts that I edit and my podcasting network is out there, as well as my Twitch channels and stuff. So I'm slowly integrating into all the social medias that I use. But I also understand that there's other social media sites out there that I don't use or care about, so I just haven't implemented them at all. Right now, it's pretty consistent with Blue Sky and Discord because that's what I use the most. And it's fully integratable with Twitch. It's going to be pretty integratable with TikTok after a bit, but like I need to get a lot more taken care of before I can think of like professional web space hosting. For now, NeoCities is what I got, because why not? It was the most customizable of what I could find, where I can actually go there and say, hey, here's my new files. $10 for 2 years is not bad. I might have to look into that. $5 a year is nothing. Just basic HTML, like on there, or like I mean, I imagine it runs JavaScript as well. 30 gigabytes isn't a horrible, like, for most stuff that I have to deal with, 30 gigabytes is way more than enough. I will have to look into that, that's for sure. Oh, that's for free. Oh yeah, Cloudflare would be definitely a lot more protection than NeoCities. That's for sure. Oh, the pictures are buggy on Cloudflare? I wonder why that would be. Graphene OS. Think I've heard of that, but I am very much out of the loop on phone OSs. Very privacy focused. Oh, nice. Yeah, I had looked into like custom OSs. Gosh, when was that? Must have been like 10 years ago, I think. Um, because I hated how like all of the carriers locked their own phones to this carrier service. So I was looking into like, well, what can I do? Because I want to keep my phone. I want to go to a different carrier and whatever. And it turned out that I didn't care enough. So watch wise, which is better? I like Samsung. I've got a Samsung Galaxy Watch, honestly. Apple doesn't look too terrible. I don't know much about the Garmin's at all, honestly. I would probably recommend Samsung though if you have a Samsung phone because they integrate nicely together. I think I did know that. Um, Garmin's been around quite a while in that space. So I know Garmin got that. I know Fitbit technically makes smartwatches too, but they're not nearly as good or robust. You want their first gen Instinct Solar? Oh, you have it. Um, is that like the old solar powered watches? Now you've got me curious. No, that's what is it? Instinct. Oh wow. Those are nice looking. Solar intensity. That's cool. So it's not solar powered. What was I thinking about? I was thinking of the like super old school, like from the 80s. They made solar powered watches. Looks like Casio was a big manufacturer of those back then. That's interesting. You had the old school like calculator screen on them. Oh, it does have solar powered on it. That's really cool. That is wild. Especially useful, you know, out in the wilderness. Really cool what they can do nowadays. Does it have any smartwatch capabilities on it, or? Oh, it is a smartwatch. Yeah, that's amazing. Like I can't wrap my brain around all of that full-fledged GPS system as well. That's like perfect for hiking. Perfect for like if you're gonna be out anywhere that's, you know, that's gonna be far away from where you need to be, that GPS system would come in clutch. And a flashlight. I wouldn't be surprised if you could then take the watch and reflect the sun, and then it focuses it into a laser beam to start fires. That'd be cool. Like the Swiss Army knife of watches. That's amazing. All from solar powered. I do think that it's going to be getting to the point eventually where we're not going to even think about batteries for the most part. Yeah, it's like that's that's the way it should be, right? 30 days on one charge is kind of what it should be. I use Google Home for my smart home stuff. I've got all my studio lights on that. I've got almost every light in the house set to a different type of Google device of sorts. We installed some smart canned lights in our family room when we did a remodel down there. Those have been exceptionally nice. Um, oh yeah, and we do like I still want to hook up my outdoor lights to like a smart switch so I can turn them on and off from my phone if I'm away from home. Because so many times we've forgotten to turn them on when we go out during the day and we come back at night and it's pitch dark and barely see anything. We live semi in the country. It's a suburban area off the beaten path. So like yeah, it's a bit dark out here at times. So I would love to do that. And there's a couple of the light switches that I'd love to do that too. I do have a dimmer switch for some incandescent dimmer lights that is a smart switch to control the not smart lights, which is nice. Yeah, I could also get the outdoor smart lights that that I can shade the colors of that. That would be nice too. Um, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's my Wi-Fi signal gets to the front corner of the house good enough, I guess. I'll have to look into that. I've been on the kind of lookout for some smart outdoor lights as well. To see how those will work that just fit into the regular sockets. Um, and then that pretty much will do the same thing as what I'm looking for anyway. So I think that'll be good. But that's like a next year thing for me to look into. Yeah, I do want to hear something cool. I am always up for hearing cool things. You rebuilt a Motorola phone from the ground up and reinstalled Android and everything. That's really cool. I respect the heck out of people that can rebuild electronic devices of any sort. The most I have done is just computer stuff, like actual PC stuff, building with the components of normal computer stuff. I'm not actually soldering motherboards or anything like that. The one soldering job that I've tried failed miserably, but I expected as such because my old microphone, which was a Yeti, gigantic, very heavy, had a known issue of the connector for the USB would detach itself to the point where it became unusable. So the fix was you take it apart and you resolder that connection. I didn't know what I was doing. I got a cheap soldering iron and I'm like, how hard can this be? I'll watch some videos. It was a massive failure, and now it's a trophy sitting on my shelf behind me. Which is okay. I was part of a podcasting network at that point, still am, and they replaced my mic with a regular, not too expensive one before I invested in this one here. But yeah, it was a process. Being able to build a phone from the ground up is really cool. And the fact that it works and you're using it right now, that's amazing. One of these days, I will get caught up on my audio editing. Today is not one of those days. Friend gave you a motherboard and you bought 512 SRAM chip for the phone. Oh, that's cool. Those have got to be tiny components, honestly, right? Oh. Smaller than a welding wire. That's way too small. Do you have to use like a magnifying glass and like tweezers and stuff to really get in there? Or just a lot of patience? Oh, a scope microscope. That's cool. It seems like a fun hobby. My dad was into rebuilding electronics from the ground up, but that was back in the days of, 1970s audio hardware technology is what his like hyper focus was back in the day. I imagine if he grew up in this era, he probably would have loved projects like that. I don't think I have the patience for working with super tiny little bits. You have one of those scope makers, so yeah. I recently have been coming across what was it? Oh yeah, the watch stuff on TikTok. My podcasting overlord, he is into customizing watches, and it's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. But like, I would never have the patience because of that reason. You nudge one wrong thing, and you either break it or you have to completely restart it, right? Yeah. I've seen some like models of or at least like electron microscope details of modern day transistors and computer chips, and I'm like, how does anybody even think of this? Let alone engineer it to the point where we can actually build it, right? I mean, you almost need a like robot or a machine to like put it all together. Dr. Stone. Have you seen the TV show Dr. Stone? No. I don't think I've heard of that one. Oh yeah. Dr. Stone. Let me check on here. Dr. Stone from 2019, it looks like. Looks like an anime. Blinding light turned humanity to stone. Finds scientific genius friend Senku working on a plan to rebuild civilization using science. Interesting. I really need to get back into anime, honestly. Do you like the animation on there? I'll have to check that out sometime. I got too many things to check out, apparently. I am very out of the loop for a lot of things. Oh, thanks for following. Been having a delightful conversation with you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love just chatting about stuff as I'm going about doing my thing. This is very different of a format that I normally do. I play games Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday night around this time. And then Sundays, I'll do a more interactive work from home, I guess, work while I'm on here stream, where I do podcast editing in real time. And then who knows what else after that. This is much more of a laid back, let's chill, let's talk, let's get into some cool topics while I try to brainstorm some things at the same time for what I need to kind of work on tomorrow, you know? But yeah, you've got a lot of fascinating hobbies, that's for sure. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be trying out the brand new game Crimson Desert for the first time. I have it on my computer. I promised myself to load it up when I actually go live. So hopefully it works. I should probably load it up, honestly, and like see if it works. It should. I've got a decent computer. Yeah, absolutely. I start right around 9 to 9:30 Central tomorrow night, and we'll just go for an hour and a half, 2 hours, give or take. Get a good first impression of the game. I generally talk through the whole thing and, like, give space for the game to breathe as well. And chat with folks that are down for chatting. 100%. I'm playing around with the format for Mondays and Wednesdays. Fridays are always going to be Crimson Desert until I get bored of the game, maybe. But the other days, one of them's going to be probably Hightail. Really been into that, and I'm liking to see kind of what the new changes are every week. And the other day, it's a toss-up, right? Trailmakers. That one is a game that I have not heard about before. Looks like that one's on Steam. I just noticed that my my live chat is not displaying any chat, but it's only displaying the followed notifications, which I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna have to get a new service for my live chat on my streams. I use Caster Labs, but like it has been nothing but troublesome for me, especially with TikTok. It's a vehicle building game. I think I have heard of it now that you mentioned the vehicle building aspect of it. That does look interesting. Very, like, physics driven, right? Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, I'll have to. I think I've seen some videos of that before. Looks like you can make rockets and stuff too. Is it like one of those, hey, here, build this sort of device, and then you get to kind of figure out how to do it and make it your own effectively? And then you get like scored based on how it performs or something? Looks like there's even a battle mode. That's really cool. I think my son would really love this game, honestly. Where am I? Am I even signed in? I am not on the website. Where is my email? Is it on this one? Yeah, there it is. There we go. Let's see. How do I add that? There we go. It's on my wish list now. Yeah, Legos and engineering. My son is like, he's 10, and he is very much into like engineering, Legos, stuff like that, physics, that sort of stuff. His science fair project was teaching about black holes, if that tells you anything. So like this game seems like right up his alley. I imagine from 2019 it should work well on a laptop as well. So maybe I can get this for him, and it's not bad. It's like 250 for the base game right now. I think I'm going to buy it. Why not? It's $2. Yeah, I think that works. I agree to the terms of service. Sure. Oh, yeah, I probably need that as well. Okay. Very cool. I'll have to let him try that out. Not going to install it right now, though, but good to know I've had it. Yeah, it looks really cool. All right. Perfect. Well, I think I am just about done with my work on this end. Project GCH, it was fantastic having you stop by. I'm glad you were able to stop in and keep me company a bit and talk about some really cool stuff. Yeah, the 10 GTX 1060, it'll run absolutely on my like really okay enough i5 laptop that I bought from a work like flash sale from getting rid of old equipment. I imagine that should be okay. I'll try that out. Very cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'm probably gonna end the stream for now, so I can get some rest. I do have to work in the morning, unfortunately, so I have to get up and out of the house at a reasonable time. So it is a good time to stop for now. But hope to see you again soon. Feel free to stop by anytime I stream. I'll try to remember to put reminders on TikTok for when my next streams are coming up. Otherwise, I am also on the Purple site, which does have my full schedule. So feel free to check me out there. And yeah, I do have a Discord as well. If you just go to Discord and then my name way down below, Lord Neptune, .com at the end of there, you'll be able to get right to my Discord server if you wanted to talk at all more between things. That's my streaming Discord channel. And we got a place for talking about all sorts of hobbies, anything from video games to food to computer stuff to books, and role-playing games and whatnot. So there is a lot of good stuff there. We're a really tight-knit, small community at this point, but it'll give you a lot of chances to see what's coming up, the cool stuff I'm working on, and a place to share any other cool things that you've got going on yourself. So I would be more than happy to have you there with us. But having said all of that, where is my app? I've got too many things open. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the tunes a little bit. Maybe a little bit too much. Pleasure to have you here. Thank you for everybody else that joined and was sitting in the passenger seat. Hopefully you have an excellent rest of your evening. Have a good night, Project GCH. And hope to see you again soon. All right. Take care.